There's a bit of a view there from the Surasak BTS SkyTrain station. Looking back on that Mahanakhon building, just over here is an abandoned building. This white one here. I'll just go and have a look at it. As you know now, I love abandoned buildings. I love architecture, architectural buildings with some style and character. So I'm just going to buzz through this Surasak BTS. Don't you just love the transport here? Oh, excuse me. I think I'm over that. Where did I get that cold? Oh, when I went to Chiang Mai, I had that head cold thing. Sort of originated from Phuket. Here's this abandoned building here. Looks like it's been abandoned for some time. Don't know what the story is on that. Backstory, wouldn't have a clue. People have been in there. It's a bit trashed. I can see through that window there. It's a bit trashed up. Sometimes I guess maybe homeless people get in. Can give people a bit of shelter, you know, from the weather. It's not a little building. It's not like it's a house. It's not like it's a 50-storey apartment block either, but look at the back of it. Just there, look at the backyard. Eh? I mean, that's been abandoned for a while. Look how big the trees have become. Someone's put an offering over there. You can't really see it, but you can see the red Fanta with a straw hanging out of it. They've done that's an offering to Buddha. They do that a lot over here. There you go. Surasak. So that's Surasak there. Thai flags are flying high and mighty, very proud of their country, the Thais. Cooking school, see that there, that yellowy cream looking building? That says cooking school, Blue Elephant Restaurant, but it's a cooking school. The top sign says cooking school. Nice buildings over the back. Over there, look at this up here. See that? It's got some nice deck up the top. They're all got trees and things going on. Look at that over there. This one coming up, trees in it. There's a ziggity zaggity building there. Like how it's made. Look at it. The top. Check that out. Like ziggity zaggity all over the joint. But I suppose that gives some character. I've read online that is it the Mahanakhon that I've been waffling on about. I read somewhere recently, like, oh, ugly. Like, look at these ugly looking things. And it's funny how people interpret different buildings or different architecture as ugly when it's sort of innovative. It's different. I mean, you look at the outside of some of those buildings. Let's zoom back in on this. Spin it around here. All right, look. If I can get up there, hang on, where is it? So that bit up there, like it's all over the joint. I mean, only as far as being either indented or pushed out or indented. The building itself's not like on a strange sort of scale or shape. It's still technically like a skyscraper from the bottom up. It's just got those bits that protrude out and indent and whatnot. But I like it. I think it's nice. I think buildings like that are nice, from just your boring old square, rectangular block buildings with no character. A bit of character. You need a little bit of character. There's the Thai flags flying. All right, so there's the ghost tower. I'm still at Surasak. I haven't moved anywhere. That's the ghost tower there. See that there? Right in the middle of the screen. The big signage on it, those massive big advertising billboards, 18-storey billboards. So that's it there. So I'm actually not far. So that's the Sathon area, which if you keep going down this road, you're going to end up hitting that building and getting to the river. So I might take a walk down that way, have a look on the maps and see what other little areas around I can explore. I'm also not too far from the Chinatown area. Although it's a massive city, you're never really too far from anywhere. Not necessarily so much if you walk, but with the trains, the metro and the Sky Train, and then also the pink monorail. So that pink monorail that I caught yesterday, that's a new system. That was installed and opened, or at least opened at the end of last year, I was told. I asked a local Thai and they said that yes, that is new and was opened at the end of 2023. And that was quite impressive, an automated monorail system. I'm not a big fan of automated transport, only because as a professional train driver, I endorse the human labour for jobs, AI and automated stuff. I know it's the future, it's happening and we can't escape it. But I think about the future and I think, where are we headed for humans and the workforce? At some point in time, we're going to get to a point where there's just so much AI and automation happening that where are all the humans going to work? Are we just going to build and create the robots and all the AI systems? There's not going to be that many jobs to do that. Well, there's another ambulance. And where is it? There it goes. They're everywhere. That's about 3 I've seen. Funny sort of siren, isn't it? There are a few different styles here. Now I'm going to take a walk down, not to the ghost tower, I've already been there, but down that region somewhere and have a look at some of the sites around. I've been to Chinatown, which, like when we're just looking down towards that ghost tower, Chinatown is to the right, not quite that far down. It's just down here a little bit and then to the right. We sort of buzzed through there the other day. It'd be interesting to go back and have a little bit of a look. I didn't mind it in there actually, and I was on a mission to get to damn well J5, and holy shite, she's on bloody holidays. Well, I think she's on holidays. I asked the tuk-tuk driver, I don't think he understood what I was saying, but I asked if she's on holidays or if they're renovating, but there was no work going on there, so they weren't renovating anything. It was, I think she was on holidays, and rightly so. She's a hard worker, very hard worker. She's the sole chef of her restaurant, and she is Michelin rated. So I could maybe go through Chinatown. I could take a walk through there. Probably don't need to film too much because we've already done a bit on that. Unless we see something, you know, that's different. There could be something really crazy going on in there. You know, you walk through places. Sorry, it's very loud here. I'm on one of the main roads. You've seen from up there at the station how it's like 4 lanes each side. 8-lane roads here. 8-lane road. Bloody hell, it's noisy. But you know, you see weird things everywhere. Oh dear. Should I cut that out? I need another drink. But everywhere you go, you see weird stuff. Hang on, sorry, I'm going to do a weird pose here because I need a drink. Bloody thirsty as. I'm glad I bought this. You see weird stuff everywhere. Shit just happening all over the place. Whether it's food related, building related, people related, cars or trains, ambulances. Anyway, up here we've got just skip to this. We've got a police check going on. It's a bit of a, oh, they've got a station here, a little police station. So they have these police stations dotted all over the city everywhere. And this is the traffic police. So I guess it's sort of like highway patrol for Australia. Traffic police here with their, got a car and some motorbikes now. They're obviously targeting here. Not sure what the intention is, but they know what they're doing. They're obviously targeting certain things. There's a whole heap of them. Got a whole heap. There's seven here. And is he going to pull someone up? He's going out on the road. We'll have a little sticky beat. I'm quite interested to see how they operate here. See them all there. You've got a whole heap of them. They'll be targeting something. It could be motorcyclists without helmets. Whilst they can get away with it a bit in places like Chiang Mai and even Phuket, Bangkok's the capital city. Most amount of people here, most amount of traffic. And I suppose they want to keep everyone safe. But we're going to keep walking along. Hello. As a police officer. They're there in their little hut monitoring. They've got the cameras. They've got cameras everywhere here. Another thing I do ask a lot of questions. Not all of it, I guess, is on camera. Something I should be getting into. But you've got here, not that you'll be able to see every one of them, but on the traffic booms where the lights are, there's cameras. And in some of the intersections, there's a lot of them, and they're concentrating very heavily on certain traffic elements. Now, so that little booth there, see that? I'll just show you. Let's see that there. That's a police, not necessarily a police station. It's sort of their outposts where they've got them everywhere. They've got them in Bangkok, Phuket, Chiang Mai, everywhere that I've been, they've got them around. So they're monitoring what's going on. They don't seem to be too harsh on the people, but I guess they're picking out unsafe actions. You know, if their eyes are on, you know, the roads and watching what's going on and seeing, and they see something unsafe, they're going to target that and they're going to pull them up, and well, who knows what happens then. But we're going to keep going. Let's see, I'll flick back around again. So that's that building up there, the ghost tower. Getting ever so closer to the ghost tower. Now the police I can't see because they're sort of behind me. I think, I do a lot of thinking, and I think if what I'm thinking, they're targeting motorcyclists, because technically they're not going to be able to see standing on the side of the road what's happening with a car driver, but they can see motorcyclists. And if they've got no helmet on, they'll be getting pinged for sure in Bangkok. It was a big thing. They were cracking down on it years ago. It used to be very lenient. A lot of Thais were not wearing helmets at all, and there was a lot of fatalities. When these motorcyclists go arse overhead, which I've seen a few of them, and I did see one the other day in Chiang Mai, coming down Doi Suthep, there was a buster, and it was a motorcycle. And I've seen 2 motorcycles in Phuket have a buster coming down the hill in the rain, and shit gets bad. It's not good. They go arse overhead, you've got no protection, you're flying along, next minute bang, crash, and your head goes down on the ground or hits something. So it became a big thing, the crackdown in Thailand, several years back now. But yeah, that's what they seem to be picking up on, because it's an obvious thing. It's an obvious pickup. Now the police are here, he's got, yep, pull over. Right, so we're getting them here. Yeah, in all the motorcyclists. Right, one's grab food, righto, they're all there. Now this is interesting, I like watching what's going on. I mightn't like you filming them either. They're all out, they've got 3 of them there as they came around that corner just there. So their eyes are peeled, they're watching what's going on. So they were delivery drivers, 2 of them, and one of them was a driver with a gas bottle. I don't know, can you see that? There. One had a gas bottle. Right, he's right, he's checked out. All good, you got your licence, you got your helmet on, off you go. Anyhow, enough of that. Because we'll end up with a bloody 30-minute video on the police and the motorcyclists. But it's interesting, right? It's interesting to see how other countries do things. It's different everywhere you go. Every country is different. It's totally different to back home in Australia. I live in Sydney, capital of New South Wales, and we're very regulated, Australia as a whole. In New South Wales, we sort of call it the nanny state or the police state because it's so bloody, you know, screwed down with regulation and law and the police and safety and all of that sort of thing. Not overly a bad thing, but it can get a little bit, you know, you don't walk around going, oh shit, the cops are going to pull me up and check me bloody credentials or whatever. But it's just different everywhere you go, as I'm saying. You know, you're here in Thailand, or you're in Malaysia, or in Vietnam, and it's just different. It's just different everywhere. I don't mind it. It's good to see, you know, they're out there keeping the streets safe. They're keeping the tourists safe. Remember, places like this, see, they have a tourist police branch dedicated. 1155 is the number for the police, for the tourist police. It's not like they're 000 or 911 or 111 emergencies, but it is their dedicated tourist police branch, the phone number, to get direct to them. Could be an emergency as well, you know, I don't know. I don't actually know the number here for like our 000 or our 911 or whatever. I'm not exactly sure what that number is. If anything ever happened, I remember 1155, so 1155, and that's what I'd be calling, I think, as a tourist, because straight away they're going to know, well, if you're calling the tourist police, you're probably a tourist, you wouldn't be a local. So then they're going to speak in English first, and then ascertain why you're calling. But we're getting ever so close to the ghost tower. It's creeping up just around the corner here. We'll keep pushing ahead. I've still got my drink. I'm only about, not even halfway through, but it's bloody delicious. I keep waffling on, I'm not getting too far, and I think I've got a long video just in this little bit alone. I don't know how many videos a day I'm going to be able to chop up, because I talk and talk and talk, I walk and walk and walk, and I never stop bloody filming. But at the moment, like I said, I'm learning and I'm enjoying what I'm doing. I'm enjoying sort of presenting Thailand in the raw, in the flesh. So another little tip, I've given it before about crossing the roads and those pedestrian style crossings. Don't just stand at the edge of it expecting the traffic to just stop. Take the step onto it and use some hand gesture. So you just sort of pat down like as though you're saying, please slow down. They know that. They'll see you doing that and they will expect that you need a little bit of time to get across. You mightn't walk very fast, so you need a bit of time. You pat down like that as though you're patting someone on their head. And you give a little bow, just give a little sort of head bow to say thank you. That's thank you. Or you can wave. Just give a wave, and they all know that. This is the norm. This is what they do, and they'll appreciate that you've recognised that they've stopped or slowed down for you. And really, that's the way to go about it. Don't just stand there. You'll be there. Honestly, I was just at a bloody intersection there, but I was talking, and I was standing back a bit. But if you stand sort of expecting that they're going to stop for you, you'll be disappointed, typically, because you'll be there all bloody day long. So just take that step onto the road and onto the crossing, and then they know that you mean business and that you want to get across there. Yeah, just another little tip. I'll give little tips every day about, you know, the countries I'm in, the things I've learnt. You might know everything, I don't know everything. They're just safety little things, you know. It seems trivial, but it could also save your life, really. And it's just sort of giving you an idea on what to do. Anyway, there's this street here. I don't know, I think I'm on the outskirts of sort of Chinatown over here. I've sort of swung right a little bit. Now look at these old buildings, right? Don't you love it? Like, look how old they are. And they've got the really old traditional timber doors. Look beyond that blue car there. We'll go over and have a sticky beak, eh? Oh, look at them doors. Right, old timber. Been there for 178 years. And to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised. Look at this, the old electrical system. Look at it running along the, see that? That's electric. That runs along the front of the buildings and up. See it going, cutting up through the concrete in. But there's a, you know, some type of, what is it, a god or like some religious type motive. And here's where they've, over the years, where they burn the incense. Where is it? Is that it there? Yep, there it is. Burn the incense. There's a meter. You know, anyhow, just thought I'd show you. This is their style of fire hydrant on the street like that. Pops out. Fire brigade would come along, tap into that, unscrew that and get in there, and Bob's your uncle, got water, and off we go. Now look at this. Adopt a street cat, save a life. Well, that's nice too. I love animals, as you've seen, heard and witnessed. Adopt a street cat, save a life. So they've got a lot of street cats around. Some of them are not street cats. They are owned. They do have collars and bells. Not all of them are feral, wild street cats. Not that many of them that I've seen are feral. And they'd no doubt eat a lot of the rats around. They'll probably keep those rats right down in the city. You don't see many rats. Seen a few, but not too many. More cats than rats. So this little street is so cute, as in cute, quaint, cute. Look at that. Now look down there at that. If I can just zoom in a bit, look at that. I mean, it's got gates and everything. It's a street. It's a little street. And look at the gates on it. See the timber gates, big wooden gates to get into that street. And even if they were to be closed, which looks like they haven't been closed for 100 years, there's a little door. See there, a little door to get in for the residents. But that'll be a lot of, there's a lot of street carts and things down there. So I would say in the night this area picks up once that sun starts to set and the temperature comes down a bit and people are out and about for dinner. This place would pop off. There's another little street down there. And these streets, you know, people live down there, but their businesses are down there. They're street food sellers. A lot of people here make their money by selling off the street. That's what I love. That's what I absolutely love. There's nothing better than street food. There's a lady just across there. See that lady over there? Right, they're everywhere. They are absolutely everywhere. Some places more than others. Some places there's just 2 or 3 dotted along the street. Some places there's 20 or 30 in one little area. Now I know where I am now actually, because I was here the other day near the ghost tower. It's that shopping centre, and had markets and things and food markets underneath that sort of plaza shopping centre. You might remember that video from when we went over to Icon Siam or Siam You can either call it Siam or Siam or Siam, Siam. Either way, it doesn't really matter too much. Oh, a little kid here is, oh, poor little fella. Oh, hear him? He's not having a real good day. So we've got the food markets here. Really old part of Bangkok. Not that a lot of it's new. It's an old city. Still with a lot of the old charm. This city has a lot of old mixed in with new. So coming around towards that centre again, I'm going to check out a few different areas. I don't want to put in the same sort of areas that we've seen and been to. This is where I got that sugarcane juice. Remember I was talking about sugarcane and the benefits of it. So I've got the street vendors here selling the fruits, the dried fruit candies. They dry fruit here, like strawberries and dates or prunes and things, different types of fruits. And it's almost like a candy. So instead of having you know, chocolate or those sugary lollies or whatever, they'll have the dried fruit. Grab some of the dried fruit packets and munch on them. And just behind us, we've got some. Oh, you can't really see. I won't always spin the camera around to show, but they sell the herbs and the different things, cinnamon and everything on the street. You know, the rolls of cinnamon and everything's very raw. It's a very raw city. Spin around here because we do want to see a little bit of what's going on. I was on the other side of the street the other day, but they're selling all sorts of bits and pieces. There's jackfruit there. I've never eaten jackfruit, so I should eat some while I'm here. I imagine in the Philippines they would have it as well. The old durian there. Yeah, everyone here loves durian. A lot of the Thais love their durian. It's a big, it's expensive, but it's a delicacy. They're not eating it every day, maybe the ones with a bit of money, but it is loved. When I was speaking to the locals over at the market the other night, they said, mate, everyone loves it, durian. And durian season here, so it's May, durian season's about to finish. So it's just finishing up, so I guess everyone's sort of going, well, get in on it now because it's going to be finished for a while. This is that Sathon region, down near the river, down near the ghost. Oh, you can't see him now. I think he's behind that building, that big tall centre building there. It's the ghost tower area. I was here the other day, just seen it, but there'll be areas of this, or streets and little nooks and crannies that I haven't been into. I'll jump on the maps in a second. And I want to see, I want to see where I can go next, what little community I can buzz into. I'm not really hungry though, because I tend not to eat too early in the day. This area here, you've got a lot of street foodies going on. See behind me? So there, uncle's cooking up. Probably look a bit bright. It's a bit bright out there because the camera's adjusting. I'm underneath the sort of awnings. They pulled all the awnings, are starting to come out because of the sun. The sun's moving across and they don't want to be standing in the blazing sun cooking their pad thais. But I'm going to jump on the maps and see where we're going to head to next. The lady there cutting up the jackfruit. It's huge. Just cutting in, getting the segments out of it. So they get the segments here. Look at that. Segments of jackfruit. So in that jackfruit, they've got to cut it out and then peel those pieces out of the flesh from inside. It's not as easy as just cracking open a passion fruit and scraping it all out and eating it. So from that Sathon area, Sathon, however you want to pronounce it. It can be pronounced a couple of ways. I'm walking along sort of beside the river, heading in the direction of Chinatown. Why am I going back that way? Because in between here and there's going to be a lot of cool things to have a look at. I think there's some sort of, you know, more street foodie markets and, you know, streets I can have a look down, check out their old buildings. What have we got in here? I don't know, is that a community? See the gate to get in, like the, so that's Buddha, isn't it? Is that Buddha, or I can't exactly see what's that. Something there. I don't know, I'm not super religious, so I don't know every single thing. I don't think it's a Buddha. That could be a Hindu. Sorry, it could be a Hindu god. There's a lot of Hindu related things around Bangkok, where they shrines, and the Ganesha shrines are all over the place. Very busy. Maybe because there's not a lot of them, but they were very busy. The other night I seen that one, that Ganesha shrine, and she was, that area was flat out. There were lineups waiting to get in. You know, you see, look, the old buildings, you know, imagine living up there. Look at that verandas and things up there. Let's have a look. I want to zoom in to something where we got with the verandas that are enclosed. Where is it? It's hard to see, sorry. Look at those. You know, they're like enclosed in up the top there. I don't know, is that so humans don't end up on the street, or animals? It could be, a cat could get through though. I'm not sure. If you know what that is, why those sort of verandas have a full covering, it's just security. I mean, not security for people climbing up, because you're not going to be climbing up there, but I'm guessing maybe if you had pets or something, you could have them out there and they wouldn't end up over onto the road, falling to their death 4 stories down.
Bright sun in the sky, walking streets of gold, smiles from passers-by, stories yet untold, markets full of life, colors all around, spices in the air, footsteps on the ground. Bangkok sunshine, heart feels so free. Bangkok sunshine beckons you and me. Every corner bright, life in every sight, moments pure delight under the sunlight. Temples standing tall, Buddha's gentle gaze, wonder everywhere in this city's maze. Bangkok sunshine, heart feels so free. Bangkok sunshine beckons you and me. Bangkok sunshine,